Welcome back to Houston Live. The annual Houston Art Car Parade hits downtown this weekend with more than 250 art cars, and it's totally free. From lowriders to fire-breathing sculptures and Houston slabs, it is all about reinvention and joy. Joining us now are this year's Grand Marshals. Welcome Grammy Award-winning artist Kam Franklin. Gosh, it feels so good to say that. And soccer legend and recent Houston Sports Hall of Fame inductee Ching, the first soccer player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're a really big deal. You're a really big deal. And I want to chat about the parade. Can we talk briefly about the Grammy, though? I mean, yes. Kam, this is such a moment because a lot of people know you from the Suffers.
Yes.
They've seen you here on Houston Life. You've been part of the music and art scene. You were so passionate about everything in life. The Grammy. Was this something you ever thought was going to happen?
It's definitely something that's always been on my bucket list, but I definitely didn't see it happening this way. I'm very grateful to the family and legacy of Clifton Chenier, Steve Berlin of Los Lobos for inviting me, and all of the other artists, Rolling Stones, Charlie Crockett, Lucinda Williams, that helped make this album come to life.
Well, and as part of the Recording Academy, you have had several leadership roles within the Academy. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're in the Texas chapter?
Yes, I am a former governor of the Texas chapter. I am currently a Grammy mentor this year. So if y'all want to see my mentee, they're called Smooth Nature, and they're playing at the Continental Club next month.
That is awesome. I know you're so proud, and we are all so proud of you.
Thank you.
Speaking of being proud, I mean, Brian, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, is it true that, I mean, you were one of the original Dynamo players, but you still hold the record for scoring the most points? I know you don't wear this on your sleeve, but that's a fact, right?
Yeah, I have the most goals in the franchise history, so.
Well, you set the bar very high. You set the bar very high. And I love that you're here today when we're chatting about the World Cup, because this is right around the corner. You own Pitch 25 there in Edo. You are one of these restaurants and bars that's about to be slammed with fans.
Yeah, I was down there this morning planning. You know, obviously we started a few months ago, but there's so much that, you know, you kind of have to prepare for that you don't even think about. Things just start popping up and you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't think about that. But, you know, so hopefully we're going to be prepared. I'm a little bit nervous, obviously, operationally, but we're doing everything we can to be ready.
You will be ready. And you all haven't been to Pitch 25. So Brian and his partner, Lindsay, they are hustling. They are bussing tables. They're serving food. You are great business owners, and we're glad to have you there in the Edo neighborhood. Okay, Art Car Parade. This is something that for a lot of people who didn't grow up in Houston, I remember moving here 10 years ago and being very confused, like, wait, what? Because I would see art cars around town outside the parade, and I'm like, what? Did y'all see that car just now? So this is such a tradition here in Houston. How did you find out the news that you two would be chosen as this year's Grand Marshals? It's such a popular event.
I got the news via my team. The folks at the Orange Show and the Art Car reached out and let me know that Brian was going to be a part of this with me. And that, to me, I don't get to see Brian very often because he's obviously very busy, but very cool human being on top of all the accolades, very just personal dude. And so I'm happy to share this honor with him.
Yeah, it's very special, right? And being in Houston, being able to be a part of one of a long-standing, 39-year tradition of Houston and be a Grand Marshal. I don't get to be in very many parades, so it's obviously an honor to be with Kam here, Grammy Award winner. Just found that out the last time we chatted, which is amazing. But it's going to be fun. You know, I took the kids out there last year, and we were just kind of enjoying it as fans. And then, you know, I get an email from Jack this year, and then go to lunch with him. He's like, hey, you want to be this? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'd be honored.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Well, and you're both so modest. I love that you didn't know about each other's latest huge accomplishments. So in addition to the parade, what I love about this event is it gets Houstonians outside. There are so many events to enjoy aside from the parade. There's live music, there are food vendors, right? And people have a chance to kind of mingle and hang out there along Avenida de las Americas in front of Discovery Green and the George R. Brown. So this is something that if you're a first timer out there, what advice would you have to Houston families? Just show up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely show up. That's what we did last year. You know, we just brought the kids, and you know, it's a really family-friendly environment, and you know, hopefully the weather holds up. But it's usually at a good time of year where it's great to be outdoors, and experiencing that with your family is special.
When we look at the numbers, back in 1988, when this first began, there were 40 artists and about 2,000 fans.
Wow.
So we can all imagine, I mean, now, all these decades later, with hundreds of cars, tens of thousands of fans down there, I mean, to be part of something that's growing, what kind of honor is this for you, Kam?
It's great. It's an honor to be a part of, you know, just another great year of the Orange Show and the Art Car Parade's legacy. But more than anything, it's a great testament to the artistry and the visual art that comes out of the city. And something I learned when we were doing some of our press recently for this event is that you don't have to be a professional artist to make an art car. And so, you know, there's a lot of people that come into this that are at the top of their professional art career. And then I learned today that there's dozens of HISD schools that we'll get to hear about later that get to make their own car. And I didn't get to do that when I was in school here, but I imagine, you know, the impact it would have had just as a creative wanting to be a part of something like this early on, and it's just really beautiful to see.
You know, before I moved here to Texas, people were telling me, people who knew Houston said, you know, you're going to love Houston because it has really interesting people. It has a great art scene. There's so much creativity and talent in the city. And honestly, I was a bit skeptical. I didn't really know what to expect. And it's funny that I've known both of you for almost 10 years, almost the entire time that I've been here. And when I look at something like the Houston Art Car Parade that is so Houston, and the two of you, you are both so Houston. I mean, I can honestly say, I know I'm not alone when I say we are lucky to have you both in our city, and we're lucky to have you grand marshaling this event. And by the way, if you want to plan your weekend, that list of activities on Thursday, the Main Street Drag, the mini parades to schools and hospitals is happening. Little art car sneak peek at Discovery Green. There's also the art car ball on Friday at Herman Square at City Hall. Also Saturday, the lineup party at 11 a.m. There's the Kids Creative Zone, the parade at 2 p.m. It lasts a couple hours, so keep in mind there will be street closures. And then Sunday at 11 a.m., the awards happen at Orange Show headquarters. So Kam Franklin, Brian Ching, this year's Grand Marshals of the big Houston Art Car Parade. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Great to see you, and congrats on all the big wins. The Grammys, the Hall of Fame, you know, just another day. Hey, coming up next, Lauren Kelly has a look at one of the cars participating in the parade this weekend. Lauren, this looks almost identical to the car you drive. Is that right?
Can you imagine me pulling up for gas into this vehicle? Artist Rickey Polidore is here. He's going to tell us all about this award-winning piece of masterpiece, really, that's happening at the Art Car Parade this weekend. It's coming up next when Houston Life returns. Are you ready?
Ready.
He's ready.
Fire up those engines.
Welcome back to Houston Life. It is going to be the 39th annual Art Car Parade happening this weekend. Hey, Rickey, the festival is something that we can't explain. It's something that people have to come out and try.
I have to tell you, it feels so good to be suffering from this severe case of art car fever. We're celebrating this year's 39th annual, the largest art car parade, the Houston Art Car Parade, happening on Saturday. Come on down early for the lineup party, and around 11 o'clock on Allen Parkway, have an opportunity to meet all of the artists, see them firsthand. But really the events start on Thursday, where the Main Street Drag goes to schools and hospitals and retirement facilities where we bring the parade to the people. Leave there Thursday, and Thursday evening at Discovery Green, starting at 6 o'clock, is the sneak peek. Once the lights go down, you can have an opportunity to see all of the illuminated car entries to really bring in the spirit, celebrating with everyone there at Discovery Green and George R. Brown. Saturday, the lineup party, the parade rolls at 2 o'clock down Allen Parkway. and we celebrate on Sunday with the award ceremony. So it is nonstop for the rest of the week.
I am so impressed that you just got that entire schedule out right now, and you remember where you're supposed to be.
Well, hey, this is.
But first of all, before we get to your vehicle, I want to talk a little bit about your past and how you got into this. You were an art school teacher, correct?
Right. I was a visual arts teacher for many years, and I kind of was looking around to figure out a way to really rejuvenate the curriculum and get my students more interested in art. Did a little research, found out about the great Rebecca Bass, an art car teacher, who I kind of followed under that lineage, and now we have a record 29 Houston Independent School District art cars in the parade.
That is so cool.
In addition to another 16 youth groups from around the city, which is really something that the Orange Show really strives for as they get ready to build this new campus, a new art car museum, a new Orange Show, to really amplify the youth and give them an opportunity to earn a living wage through the arts once they finish school.
You know, because once you're ready to retire, whenever that day way long down the road is, you want the new generation to be into it and to want to be a part of the Art Car Parade festivities as well, right?
Yes, so fortunate as an educator, it really does keep me young. Yeah. So I think I'll be sticking around doing this, for another 40 years. And I just can't wait to see what the materials and the ideas that the students come with, because I feel like one way to be a great teacher is to be an even better student.
Absolutely, hands-on. You look fantastic, and I have to say that you are color coordinated with your vehicle.
Yes.
What is the theme of your vehicle?
So this is Tesseracto. In art, we know about the 1D being one dimension, 2D, two dimension, 3D is form. The fourth dimension is the tesseract, and this is the vehicle of the Tesseracto. So it brings us through all four dimensions.
And so you were telling me that when you're on the festival parade route, you not only sit in the driver's seat, but you get on top and you are interactive with the fans.
Riding on top really is the way to be. I'm so fortunate, since I'm not building cars with students anymore, I really do create these vehicles now with my community and family members. So I've got my family members and community that drive, and we put a little rig up top so that I can just kind of smile and wave and really embody that true parade spirit.
Okay, I have to know, you were telling me you stopped for gas before you got here. How many people stop you?
Oh my goodness, getting gas, anywhere you go, you're really having your own parade. I was sharing about how I was getting gas yesterday, and the HPD came and pulled up to the pump just so that they can get a picture, which is something that I feel is so special about the Houston Art Car Parade, is that we share it. It's Houston's own, and it's our city. And so having that opportunity to be a superstar in your own city, expressing your art and bringing the parade to the people really does feel good.
Absolutely. Well, tell people where they can go get information.
Information can be found on orangeshow.com, Houston Art Car Parade. The parade kicks off on Saturday, 11 o'clock for the lineup party where you can meet the artist. The parade rolls at 2.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. I got some pollen in my throat.
I think it's that art car fever kicking in.
I got a fever, Ricky.
Yeah,
thank you so much for showing us your vehicle.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to seeing everyone there. Please wave and let me know that you saw us on Houston Life, and continue to support the Houston Orange Show. Next year is the 40th anniversary of the Houston Art Car Parade. So come this year so that you'll know where your best spot to watch the parade is on next year.
Say Houston Life. We'll be right back.
Houston Life will be Art Car Fever right back.